Hi everyone, this is Vivi Cameron here. I hope you are doing well. And today I'm going to be sharing 6 ideas using the new Designer Choice Die of the Month by Tonic Studios. So this is the die set. It includes 10 individual dies. 7 of these dies will cut decorative patterns on the paper. It also includes this flower, a couple of dies that will cut stitches or pinholes on the paper, and of course this massive die here that will cut a corner, a pocket, or any edge or intricate patterns for your cards as well. It also includes this die here that will cut a border for this shape here, so you can use that die to die cut envelopes, a basket, a handbag, or many different projects. So this is the first project I want to share with you. It's super duper easy, and to make it I need an A4 sheet of cardstock. I'm using here brown Kraft card by Tonic Studios, and I'm going to cut this at 5 inches and a quarter. The die measures about 5 inches width. I'm going to make sure that this die is straight, and I'm going to hold it with washi tape so I make sure that it doesn't move while die cutting. So this is the shape this die create on the paper, and because I was tasting the waters, I didn't score the paper before, but I'm scoring here at 5 inches and at 6 inches 3/4 just to give shape to that basket. And I'm going to place the die in the other side of the paper, and then I'm going to die cut the paper again. You can also place the dies in the opposite direction so that the point will face towards the bottom of the basket, and you can do something totally different. But I wanted to use this border die here to die cut that border, and you have to place that very tight to the die cut shape just to get it right. So once I cut this, I then cut the other side, and I easily get this die cut border at the top of that basket. But of course, this is just a super duper simple sample to get you started and to show you the dies and the shapes and the patterns they create. So I have this idea to add ribbon to this basket there, but then I changed my mind. So I also decided to ink the paper of these little flowers with ink colors that match the ribbon that I use. If you see there, I was trying to achieve color coordination. And then I used 3 different colors of Nuvo hybrid inks that I'm going to be listing in the video description. And to add a little bit of a sparkle, I added this sequence. And I changed my mind and I removed that ribbon, and I added twine, and I also added a small banner. But of course, the sky's the limit. This is just a sample for you. This sample here features an idea to use the larger die in this die set to create an envelope for a card, and other die in the die set to cut these beautiful pinholes on your card base, making something super duper simple. Then again, you die cut a piece of paper that measures about 5 inches and a quarter and the whole length of the A4 sheet of cardstock to create something like that. And then, depending the color of paper you use, you will notice that the die cut looks a little bit different. So this space here will leave room for a 4 inches and a half by 4 inches and a half card. So you see there that I have a 1/4 of an inch of allowance from the edge of that die cut shape to escort and fold my envelope. So that's it. For the band, I only cut a piece of paper that measures about 1 inch, and then I wrap it around the card, and I easily embellish this using scalloped square dies and square layering dies by Tonic Studios, and also this mini thank you sentiment. For the card, I made a very basic stamping using pink and peach inks, and I just covered that bottom part of the card because I just want this image to go over that die cut line that I create with the die, and so that I can have kind of a very easy and organic design. This is super duper simple, but it's really nice and pretty depending the colors of inks and paper you use. And if you decide to add a little bit of coloring, that will change also a lot. So here I want to show you that you can create an envelope by just die cutting the lid of the envelope, or you can also create pockets for your mini albums or for anything else. So these dies are versatile. I have made so many projects using similar dies, and I'm going to be linking in the video description some extra videos using corner and border dies. And also in my blog I have over 25 ideas for you to share using similar dies, so you can apply all those ideas using these die set as well. So for the next project I just made a ribbon using one die, and this is just to give you an idea, because with these dies you can die cut several times and in a continuous way the paper. It could be a long strip of paper, or it could be a square or a rectangle. The larger side of the die measures 5 inches, and this die measures about 1 inch and a quarter width. So this is a super duper simple idea to embellish boxes, jars, or also a card or anything else using a ribbon, die cut using these dies, and also adding a little paper bow. Okay, for the next card, I'm using a very simple combination of dies in this set to add texture to that card background. So this looks like if it was embossed, and at the same time I play a little bit by die cutting that pattern on that panel there. So all I did was die cutting that panel, gluing it on a card base, and then I die cut these apart using these dies. And remember, these dies are 5 inches long, but you can cut these to any size you might need. I'm adding glue, and I'm allowing the glue to dry a little bit before gluing that into my card, so that when I glue this on place, the glue is almost already dry, and these just stick there perfectly with no problem. I'm also adding here a couple of stamped images, and they are from Peony Bloom stamp set by Tonic Studios. I just added colors with Nuvo Aqua Flow pens, and I also added Shimmer using Shimmer pens. And this is the last sample today, just to show you that you can use any of the decorative dies in this set to add decorative panels to boxes or any paper craft project you might have. You can use this for tags, for anything. So in this case, I die cut 4 of these shapes, and I trimmed the border using the trimmer. I use a piece of paper that measures 8 inches and a half by 6 inches and a half, and I score this paper here at 1/2 inch, and then I score the paper every 1 inch and a half. I fold the paper, and the only tip I want to give you here to make a box is that when you are going to score the flaps of the box, you need to make sure that the flap length is the same width of each panel. That applies, of course, to square boxes. So to cut the flaps of the boxes, all you have to do is to trim the paper until the scoring lines intercept, and then I'm going to glue these panels, and using a corner punch I'm going to give shape to the flaps of the box. I then glue the box in place just like that, and I decided to trim this flap here and this one here. This is totally optional, and then I glue the bottom of the box together. For the top of the box, I totally can close it just flat, but I decided to do something fun, and I decided to punch a hole and add some twine, and also to embellish the box I use a flower and a little banner that I just cut using scissors, and that's it. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel or visit my blog for more ideas and inspiration. The supply list with products used in this video is in the video description. Thank you very much for watching, and happy crafting. Bye!